This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers Blow My Freaking Mind. This is the final installment in a series that Anna did 8 years ago. Actually, this one's 7 because it jumped ship over. I've lost my words. Anyway, so this is the last one that Anna did in the series. That was, she called it the plus size holiday fashion plus facts, and we have been fact checking because I like to do it. I mean, just, I know I'm worked up, I know I've lost my words, I know my voice is going, and I love it. It's like, I don't know, just work with me. So anyway, let me speed her up. If you're wondering the whole thing, I honestly just go back and watch the first one. I just watched the intro to the first video and it will explain everything. So there you have that. But yep. So there you have that. This is the final one. She's going to be talking about Christmas trees. Sure, we're going to spend a lot of time on the internet with this one. I might actually be able to do this one from memory. Anyway, so yeah, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. Thank you to my editor. Everybody rocks. Thank you to everyone who's going to hit the thumbs up button, because apparently I need to remind you. I don't know. That was something that YouTube sent me. They're like, engage with your audience more. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? I reach through the screen and like mash their hand on the button? YouTube's strange. They probably do actually want me to do. Yeah, so I got nothing else to kind of preamble this one with. I've honestly been having a good time. I know I look like I'm having a meltdown. I'm honestly having a good time. But let's get this last one done because I didn't eat lunch and I'm hungry. So sped her up to time and a quarter. So if she's very animated, that is why. And she's kind of animated. And then we're going to talk about this bow wall. Put me on my shoes, like those sexy girls do. Putting on my shoes, like them sexy girls do. Look, I'm a sexy girl. I love how the camera... I don't know who's working the camera, but I love how the camera like totally just pans away from her to get the shot. It's like, okay, I don't even want to put up with you. Putting my shoes, putting on my shoes. I would absolutely cackle if she fell while doing this shit because her balance is off in those heels.
Oh, hey everybody, it's the last installment of my amazing Christmas facts videos and fashion.
I think you've gotten... I think I've given you 2 points. There's been a bunch of them that I haven't bothered with, so those don't count. I think I've given you like 2.5 points through this entire Christmas facts episodes.
Fiesta. Whatever. 3, 4, 5. So sexy in the camera. So sexy in the camera.
I got nothing, guys. Anna's thirsty. I've been watching a channel. I think the name of it is just Lindsay, and she's doing retro reacts to Anna's clothing hauls, and they're fun. I am enjoying them. But Anna's thirsty, all right? Lucy was like, go get a drink of water. We can tell you're thirsty.
Sexy in the camera. Sexy in the camera. Sorry, I was having a moment. I just want...
Did it need to be in the video, though? I mean, like, I have moments as well, and I asked my editor to cut them out because I don't want to share that.
you to know that there are sloths decorating the tree on my bosom. How will they ever get it done for Christmas? Sloths are so slow. That's why I like it. Because it's like the slow list of the sloths getting ready for Christmas. They gotta start in like October or something. Anyway, time bubbles about Christmas trees. So Christmas trees, oh Christmas trees, where did you come from? Well, they came from Germany. Germans were the first to celebrate the Christmas tree. That's why oh Christmas tree was actually oh Tannenbaum once in a blue moon ago, and that's the German name for Christmas tree.
Hey there, look at you.
Now, Christmas trees didn't have lights on them until Martin Luther saw like light reflecting in the evergreens and had the idea to put lights on a tree.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. According to historical accounts, Martin Luther is credited with adding lights to the trees, or adding candles to the tree. The story goes that Luther was inspired by the beauty of the stars shining through the evergreen trees on a winter's night. He brought a tree into his home and decorated it with candles to recapture the magical scene for his family. Okay. So the tradition is believed to have originated in the 16th century during Luther's time in Germany. The candle on the trees was meant to symbolize the star that guided the wise man to Jesus. I don't know if that's particularly true. Anyway.
Now, interesting fact. Christmas trees have been sold since about 1850, but you would not see one in the White House if you looked in 1912 because Theodore Roosevelt was very anti-destroying any nature. He was a huge conservative.
The earliest known representation of a Christmas tree dates back to 1539 when a Christmas tree was set up in the Cathedral of Strasbourg during Martin Bucher's superintendency. Damn Germans and your Tannenbaums putting trees up all over the place. Why wouldn't you want a Christmas tree? I mean, other than like they're kind of a pain in the ass, but why wouldn't you want a Christmas tree? But that's fine. If you don't want a Christmas tree, that's fine too. And I mean,
Conservationist and therefore refused to cut down a tree for the White House.
That's kind of why I do the fake tree, because I just don't want to cut the trees down. I know they grow back. I live in Pennsylvania. They're like #2 export is actually Christmas trees. I don't know how you do that, but apparently that's how it works. So I really need to look those numbers up again. Anyway, so like I get it, but I don't know. And they're also like living trees are also just kind of a pain in the ass.
Facts, my friend, facts. Additionally, here's an interesting thing. You can drink tea made from the leaves of like an evergreen. That was leaves, pines, whatever. The
needles, the pine needles. Yes, you can drink you can drink tea made of it. It has like large amounts of vitamin C in it.
The things that get all over your apartment during Christmas. You know what I mean? The struggle is real. You can make a tea out of those and drink them. Except it's like disgusting. I don't know why you would ever want to, but you can. And
It's medicinal.
some countries like Norway, a glass of that tea will put you back like $150. I'm not kidding. That's some expensive tea.
All right, folks from Norway. I don't know if that's true or not. And if it is true, why? I mean, are these really special pine trees? Like,
now, let's talk a little bit more about Christmas trees. Now, we all know there's some artificial trees up in the house. Well, the first artificial tree was made with goose feathers. That was a weird thing to make a tree with. I don't know who was like, oh, I don't know what we should make a tree out of. Let's craft it. Goose feathers.
I'm not looking that one up.
For reals, yo. That was what the first artificial trees were made out, and they were like stained green, and it was weird. Because the world is a weird place.
No, Anna, you are just a very cloistered, small-minded person who, if things don't make sense to you culturally, you have no problem calling them weird, tearing them down, diminishing them into nothingness because you don't understand. The world is not a weird place. You are just that person. You are the embodiment of words I am not going to say. Anyway.
And I'm just delivering you all of the facts about all of the things Christmas. So go ahead and check out my Christmas tree themed look, and I'll have more Christmas tree facts all throughout the video. And if you haven't seen my other videos, you should check them out because they're amazing. Oh, Christmas tree.
Are these the jeans that she claims she's fitting into?
Christmas tree. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I'm plugging for you.
Approximately 30 to 35 million living Christmas trees are sold each year in the US. Sorry, I didn't even notice it changed. The average Christmas tree takes 7 years to grow. Okay, see. What? Sure. In 1930, the first artificial Christmas tree was mass-produced. It was made from toilet brushes dyed green. Fine. I needed to see Anna's ass, by the way. Okay. Approximately 100,000 people are fully employed or part-time in the Christmas tree industry. Okay. Probably. The first decorated Christmas tree was in Riga, Latvia in 1510. I'm not looking it up. And the reason I'm not looking it up is because I'm willing to bet a Christmas trees being decorated is kind of like the snowman thing. There is no first. This is probably the first recorded decoration of a Christmas tree in Riga, Latvia. So I'm almost positive that date's not right too, but it's one of those things like there is no first there, but there is a first depiction. And that's probably what she's talking about here. Boy, she has worn me down. We're looking this up. No. Because the thing is okay, the earliest known representation of a Christmas tree dates back to 1539. So either this is not a Christmas tree as she's talking about. Let's see. Christmas tree Latvia. All it understood was Latvia. The first, see, this is what I'm talking about. The first recorded Christmas tree, according to historical records, first decorated Christmas tree was set up in Riga, Latvia in 1510. Look at that. She even got the date right. This event predates the traditional German Christmas tree tradition, often attributed to Martin Luther. We're attributing lighting to Martin Luther. So there you go. Yes. I don't think it predates things, but it's another one of those, like, it's just something we do. I don't know why. Oh, sorry, guys. The first manufactured Christmas tree ornaments were sold by Woolworths. I believe that is correct. Or it may not be the first. I think Woolworth started producing them because they made everything. And they probably put them in their catalogs and people started buying them because that was when people started buying from catalogs. Ish. The average Christmas tree contains about 30,000 bugs and insects. Okay. Early ornaments were edible. People decorated trees with gingerbread, pretzels, cake, popcorn, and other treats. Earlier you said they were putting whole ass cakes in the tree, so sure. I don't know. Probably that's the thing. It would make sense if you didn't have glass blown ornaments until the 1800s. What else were you putting on the tree? my family still puts, well, it's not gingerbread anymore. Well, mine's gingerbread, but we used to make a thing called salt dough, and we would use that to make ornaments for the tree. And we usually had to do it yearly. So you don't eat salt dough. You can. You shouldn't. In 1851, Mark Carr started the first retail Christmas tree lot in the U.S. in New York. I don't want to fact check that one. I don't care about that one as much. It seems like the more modern the dates tend to get, she seems to like hit the mark a little bit better. But also like she says a lot of firsts as if that was the inception of this thing, and it's not. It's just the first time it was depicted or the earliest recording of said object, right? Okay. All right. I said we were going to talk about the bow wall. I've mentioned it in one of the other videos, and she mentions this bow wall in the very first video that we watched that is not part of this series. And she says, because she's talking about this lookbook. This was a lookbook for her. And she's like, yeah, I put a bajillion bows up on a wall because it just looks so pretty. And I liked it so much that I just left it there. This is not her house. This is just a wall outside somewhere. And there's actually windows. Oh, did she have to move? I don't know. At one point, she was sticking them on windows. You just left that there? You just left these there. You just stuck these crappy ass plastic bows on. They are on the windows. Yes, those are the windows. On somebody's windows out in the wild, and you just fucking left them there? Can you imagine being like, let's pretend like you're possibly the maintenance guy or the cleaning lady for this. Like, what? Really? Anyway, it's just rude as hell to do this. And it's just, this is early Anna. This is 2016 Anna. And it's just like, first off, I have not liked her tone through this entire little series, but that's a me thing. Secondly, this is very early evidence of her just not giving a fuck about how she impacts or affects people and things around her, right? This is just an early example of it. It's not the first. It's just the earliest recorded. It might be. But it kind of like harkens back to the Target video, which we will go over when we get there, if we get there. In the Target video, one of the things that just kind of really wrangled people was she was just grabbing things off the hangers and out of the folded piles, and she would just like look at them and just literally throw them down, like not even try to put them back where they belong. So this is kind of the same thing. This isn't her house. This isn't her office. This is just a place that she wanted to shoot this thing at, and she stuck these fucking bows all over this window and then left them there. It's one thing if you want to go out there and do this. It would not have even taken you more than maybe 10 minutes to pull all of those bows down. And whoever's going to come along and clean, it's probably not going to take them that long to do it. But they didn't need to do it. You should have cleaned up your own mess. And that's really what this is. Anna didn't want to clean up her mess, so she left it there. And is like, oh, it was so festive. You think it's festive. Someone else does not think this is festive. You don't own this building. You have no relation to this building. And yet. But anyway. All right, if you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a, I guess, Christmas tree down in the comment section. Ooh, this one's short. Ooh. I'm glad we got to the end of this. I am really astounded at the lack of basic research that Anna performed. I can't figure out exactly, because this predates AI, obviously. It's 2016, but it doesn't predate the internet or Wikipedia. So, like, the internet was fully functional in 2016. She could have done what I did, Googled it, because Google was around in 2016. I know it's a shocker to some people. But she could have done what I did, Googled it, and just gone to Wikipedia. Like, I didn't have to dig for anything except the Martin Luther thing, and I forget what the other thing was. It's a different video. It's just, again, it's just like when she went to New York, Grand Central Station in New York during the Bagelgate video, and she's like, because earlier she said, I'm gonna take you on a tour of New York, and then we go into the Grand Central Station, and she's walking us in, and she's like, this is Grand Central Station, it's old. Okay, why even bring it up? Like, just stop at this is Grand Central Station. If you're not going to give us anything else of value, just stop there. Okay, cool, you're in Grand Central Station. Next. But then you drop that, it's old. That's all I know. It's just, it gives off those vibes. It's like it's not even half-assed. My problem is I can't figure out where she's getting these misconceptions from. Because if she had read the Wikipedia pages, that's all we had to do to put shit in order, right? And she couldn't even do that. I don't know. Maybe she had an intern who fell asleep while typing and accidentally mixed deleted words and that kind of stuff, and Anna didn't check it herself, because that's why you have the intern do it, and just started saying things. So there we are. As far as like the clothing haul itself, I don't care. I honestly can't remember what she was wearing from one video to the next, because that was not my focus. That's pretty much it. I think that these videos are a really good baseline example for the behavior and the pattern of thinking that we can see in Anna today, especially after reading her book. This is 2 years before she publishes her self-help book. And it's that it's just like, I don't have to research and make sure my facts are true. I'm just going to tell you they're facts and just assume you're not going to look it up, kind of a thing. It's like with the lipedema thing. She's just telling us things about lipedema that she kind of thinks is true. She's never bothered to do any deeper research into it. And then I guess she just expected that no one was going to call her on it. And she just expected people to just blindly agree and follow along, right? It's the same thing that's happening here on a smaller scale. She can't be bothered to do factual research, so she just kind of skimmed things and threw it together, and is just like, no one's gonna check. I mean, probably if it wasn't me, if it wasn't me, probably, yeah, nobody probably checked. I don't know. I'm not gonna read the comments because my voice is going, but like, yeah, I am extra. I understand, but it's just like, but that's the hinge here. If people even do surface level checking, they got you, right? So you're really just going on the assumption that people aren't going to question you, right? And then also this like privilege, this privileged first person mentality that she has here, just sticking these bows up on someone else's property and then leaving them there without a second thought. She never even appears to have second thoughts about leaving the shit there. Oh, maybe I should go back. You know, maybe I should ask if I can do that. Nothing like that. There's no indicator that this is what she did. But she says with her own mouth, I left them there. So I know that's what happened. And it's that level of first person syndrome. It's kind of like you kind of see it in, there's a short now out with, it's got Anna in the background. She's like photobombing these two guys who are doing a Starbucks thing. And from what I hear, the two gentlemen are very funny, very cool people, and a lot of people seem to know who they are. I don't, but it's nothing personal. But Anna wanders into the frame while they're recording, and you can even see at one point the guy who's recording with his phone tries to turn the phone a little bit to kind of get her out of frame, and she stands there for a very long time, as far as the TikTok is concerned, staring the camera down. Like, she is making full ass eye contact with that camera. It's not her camera. And then it finally dawns on her that maybe she should step back, and she tries to step out of frame, but it doesn't work. Also, when she went to, again, Grand Central Station, and she wanted to take a picture in the very center of Grand Central Station, she wanted to do that, but there was someone else doing it there before her, and she got pissy because the guy was there and he was taking too long. So then she was like, I'm over it. And then she proceeds to pout on her way out of Grand Central Station, which really just sets the tone for the rest of that video, to be perfectly honest. So we're seeing this behavior and this way of thinking back in 2016. She was probably demonstrating it even earlier. If I read her health blog, I just haven't hit it yet, kind of a thing. It's just, anyway, I'm rambling at this point. All right. Thank you, everybody who's been supporting this channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to my editor. I can't remember if I did this already. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And yeah, again, your emojis, a Christmas tree. And this is it. This is it for this. All right, we're going to move on. We're moving on. We're going to go to 2017 after this and see what her... I just kind of wanted to see what her Christmas content was over the years and how it had evolved and changed to what we're getting today, which is basically ads for her sweaters that I guess are not selling well. That's my guess. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm not buying one. I know they're on sale right now, but it's Christmas and they've been up there for over a month at this point, so it seems logical that they would go on sale. But anyway, I just thought it would be interesting to see a cross section, and I went down the rabbit hole with these. So we're not going to do this again. I'm 85% sure we're not going to do this again. There's a 15% chance we might. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see everybody in the next one. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.